Historically, Mr. Fasola is standing on the soil, on the land that is going to feed hundreds of thousands of people. And Justina is our coordinator in this region. She's now coordinating so many youth in this district, in this region, to come together, to brush the land, to clear the area. And today Al is here to see it, to experience what is happening here and how far we can go with the investment that you've made to us here in Liberia. So thank you, first of all, for your investment. And we're excited to have Al and here to meet Justina and to also see the level of work.
This is self-governance. This is the enterprise that's going to revolutionize this whole area. This 250 acres feeds into the rice bank in Garmu, where now we have 13 different outlets. And instead of buying the rice, now we're going to plant our own rice. And then with that, we'll have 1 million pounds sitting in the eventuality that the rice market gets tough, which we expect it to get tough. So this is the beginning of a process of not buying rice from other people, selling rice offshore to bring the profits back here. And so this is the land, and this is hard work. Our dream is to get the first 500 acres done and then begin to use a finance company like EcoBank to be able to bring equipment in here. And the equipment will move things faster and allow the labor to go on and open up new 500-acre lots. So you're seeing the future here.
And now, as you can see, most youth are willing now to come. They said this is the first in history to see someone that is not in government, that he take on this kind of a project to bring this here so that we can grow our own food.
The significance of figuring out how to manage the water for these 250 acres. What if we can figure that out so that it's economical? How many other acres could we apply this to in Panta and Zota? Because if we can turn this into a huge rice machine.
I realize that we are at the highest peak. And considering the topo of the land on both sides, there are valleys. And for those valleys, there are high potentials of rivers, creeks, or streams. And if those things are possible to be formed, the next question is, those rivers or those streams or those creeks, are they perennial? If they are, then that's a good news for us. It means we can also tap water. If they are not, then we also have another method. Structures will be designed to create reservoirs. It is easier for water to flow from up the hill on a mountain to the valley, but it is difficult to flow from the valley to the hills. So then, if they are at the valleys, there are also structures to be designed. And now, considering our present climatic conditions, structures that are going to be designed might operate with electricity or not. And if it might be operated with electricity, that means we are looking at solar. If solar is so expensive, because we have to design for you, the client, in the most economic standard. We cannot design things that are so expensive and exorbitant for which you cannot afford to construct. So there are a lot of methods that we're going to consider after our own survey. Whatever we're going to gather, then we'll have to come up with the methods, various methods to be used. Right now, what you are doing or what you see for every agriculture related thing now is rain-fed. Liberia in West Africa carried more than 60% of the total rainfall. So the volume of water that we have is so much. So at this time of the year is so much. So you see water everywhere. So what we can do is that let us make sure first that we do our own assessment and know what things are like, what we have.
Some of the discussion will be answered to after he has walked, seen it, seen what assessment. But anything that's done here can be replicated.
Yeah, it can be replicated.
Anywhere. And once it's done, we'll have a better understanding how to calculate it.
And this place will be divided into blocks.
And how much per block?
Yeah, so those are the kind of things we're going to also be looking at. What the block contains. Maybe a hectare,
Okay, then we got to bring
consider a block. And if it is considered a block, what are those irrigation structures in terms of drainage canals and main canals? And what are those division structures that need to be in place? At what point you will be lifting water at a particular level so that that water can be used at a particular block? So those are a lot of things we're going to come about. Talking about this catchment area that is going, it's a huge reservoir that will be up here, maybe up to 2 or 3 kilometers upstream. It depends on the volume of the water. If we check it and considering
So
it,
this is very good news.
yeah, this is a very good news. It means this water has a very good source.
Using the water now,
Yeah.
so if we can make
Yeah,
that
you can
available
make-
for
And not only that, a lot of things come in that he's an aquaculture specialist. You could also have it in a way like at certain point you have a lot of fish here.
so we can
Yeah.
fish farm.
Yes, fish
In
farm,
the same
in
water.
the same water. Yes, and you can have the species you want.
You can't allow the water to just be like that. And if possible, the water where you have more fish here, the water become more nutritional for the
For the
plants.
plants as
Sure.
well.
Yes,
So you see.
because the waste from the fish will become like nitrates. While releasing it to the crops, it becomes very useful.
So everything is natural.
Everything here is natural. So you're going to have a lot of things here to be done. And you can also decide to have, you can also have poultry on top of it, you know, because this water is not going to go so high. And then you can have a structure there, maybe having some birds, like
Yeah, you can have like
chickens
dog,
or dogs or whatever.
chickens and other things.
So
Minute dog.
there are droppings also being used as feed for the fish.
It's good fertilizer for the rice.
Fabulous.
Rice and vegetables together.
Think
You,
of that
you
diet.
construct, you construct the pumps here, and in the same pumps you are growing fish and the rice together in the same pumps. Then over the bumps of the pump that you constructed, you plenty of vegetables. You plenty of vegetables. So now the fish now will be used to do most of the work. The fish will help you to weed out grass. Instead of you like taking maybe 50% to weed a plot, sometimes the fish will help you to reduce the labor, sometimes to 20% or even below 20%. And instead of you using a 50 kg of fertilizer, the fish will help you. You will not use that 50 kg of fertilizer anymore. Yeah, the waste for the fish will be used as nitrate for
So this could be a
Yeah, for that.
demonstration
Yes,
area
yes.
of what Liberia could be
Yes, yes.
across the country.
Of course. And even the vegetable that you're planting, there will be no need to go look for extra chemical fertilizer, no. You just take the water from the pumps and you just water all those vegetables and other things and you see grow very fresh. And
that's all organic.
and those inside something like a traps on the on the rice. That sometimes destroy the rice and other things you gotta buy. Sometimes insecticide and other things you don't do that anymore. The fish can sometimes trap all those insects.
Used as a pilot for the technology. So what this pilot does is it takes sensors and puts it into the ground at various levels, right? And the sensors can tell you the soil, the precipitation, what grows best here during what seasons. But the most important thing is it captures carbon from the air. And then that carbon capture gets aggregated, and then we sell that on the global carbon market and make a lot of money. That's an alternative source of revenue, and you can apply it to all the land. It doesn't even have to have a plant on it.
Right.
The major carbon capture is mangroves, right? But rice is in the middle, and I think beans and peppers are high in carbon content. So if you imagine this entire region with sensors, you could run all of this on a laptop. You could see the crews coming to work, you could see the productivity every day, and you wouldn't have to be out here. I mean, young guys like you and me, we got to pace ourselves. Right?
Well, this is beautiful. I mean, this is the future of farming.
It is so
and,
good. It's so unique.
and if we start talking about it, more than likely it's going to happen. And we just have to dream it and put it to work. But now we're working manually to start the process. But our vision, certainly mechanized farming is needed. It's the reason why Africa can go into the future. Without that mechanism in farming, we can't grow to the capacity for which we are getting free water. This is free rain. It comes down every year. Many people don't have rain, they don't have the weather, it doesn't get cold here more than, it doesn't drop down below 60 degrees here. So the weather is always great. This is perfect for farming, especially in the season and the year that everything is drying up around the world. Liberia still gets in.
So the foundation, our job is very simple. The land is here, the climate is here, and we have wonderful people committed to farming.
6 months out of the year, the rain falls, and if we can create a system, come on, that can catch the rain, then we can grow our crops more effectively. And you can't beat that. This is what we're trying to do in this area. Instead of the water just receding and going to waste, we can plant. I'm going to go visit a group of women who are planting right now. This is rice. So the people are hard working. But it's not enough to feed us. So we got to think bigger. We got to think that sustainability is key to our success. And if that's the case, then we have to think a lot bigger, a lot better, a lot more greater, given all the resources that we have. We have water, we have people, we have land, we need machines. We have to do this a little bit more mechanized, in a mechanized way, to allow us to plant in volumes that can be exported to other countries. This is very important. I'm gonna go visit my aunties. All right, damn, I get a good girl. Where am I? We're standing here. Tell me a little bit about the layout here. You have the farm will be essentially divided into
3 sections.
into 3 sections, correct?
Yeah.
And you're telling me that
From blood B,
from everything you're looking at from this
it's divided.
lowland area to go all the way up
Yeah.
to the palm tree up there where the ladies are walking way up the hill there.
That's blood B.
Right? And now you gotta show where it's going so they can see
Way
it.
up there. Where you see that yellow?
Yeah,
see
where
that
the
yellow?
lady is walking from up there.
From up there.
From where the clearing is all the way down to this. This is the first block.
Yeah.
You can call that block A.
Yeah, A.
Block A will be the first 50 acres running,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Block A is gonna have fertilizer, correct?
Yes.
And then it's gonna end up here.
Uh-huh.
And if you look here,
Yeah, we want to create a fish pond.
here's where we're gonna put a fish farm.
Yeah.
Um,
And we want to dig all the things you see here. We got to dig it up.
okay, so all of this gotta be cleaned out,
Yeah.
and we will stop the, we'll
We'll
control
build
the
wall.
water that comes
We'll build
in,
wall from the end.
correct, and build a wall.
Uh-huh.
And running all the way down in the middle section here
Yeah, 100 meters.
is where the
meters
fish
deep.
pond is gonna be. Now, why is this important for the growth and health of the ecosystem here that we're creating in this experiment ground?
And we use
What-
the water also to grow the rice and to grow the pepper.
Okay. So we use the water here
Yeah.
to both grow the rice
Yeah.
and to irrigate the land,
Yes,
correct?
Yes. From
But the water is also naturally fertilized.
natural, very good.
Natural fertilized
Yeah.
fertilizer for the rice
Yes.
that's growing up here, right?
Yes, that
So
you
in the
pump.
middle,
Uh-huh.
we have a fish pond.
Fish will be in the water.
On the
here.
left, we have block A
Yeah.
that have fertilized rice.
Yes.
On the right, on this end,
Uh-huh.
here you can look up here. Let's walk up here for a little bit.
One.
So on the right will be block B, and block B will have no fertilizer. So the testing have 50 acre with fertilizer, 50 acre without fertilizer. And in the middle, we have the fish farm, right? And we also have a water source to help to flood the land as well.
As you can see, the water running.
So this is innovation, and we're hoping that we'll fence the entire farm, and by the time we clear all of this from here, we can effectively start growing our rice.